The Bible is for
Hey guys, welcome to the Bible is Funny podcast. Things may look a little similar. You know, I'm here, Bash Sheep is here, Tim's in his truck per usual. But today, we have special guest friends with us over at the house.
We're
Everybody give it
here.
up for Josh and Andy from Ninjas Are Butterflies!
We're so
Josh
happy and honored to be
Andy,
here. Thank you
Josh
so much.
Andy, Josh.
Hey, we're gonna see you guys in like real life in a little bit.
More than you want to, in several different cities. Florida Torta,
Yeah.
baby.
I want to see you 4 times, but we're only gonna see you 3 times.
We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
Guys,
Yeah.
Florida
You.
Torta. Florida Torta is this. It's what you're seeing right now. It's what you're taking in. It's Josh, it's Andy, it's me and Tim. We're going to get together, all of our podcast powers combined into one magical special night in 3 nights in 3 cities. In Jacksonville, Tampa, and Orlando. And
Where you can physically touch us.
that's if you get Florida Torta Plus.
Yes.
Right.
That is not available at the base ticket level. And our manager
VIP.
keeps asking me to remind people that. So yeah, you guys pumped? Josh, Andy, you guys pumped to Florida Torta?
I am so pumped, Anthony. I'm so pumped.
Josh loves
Don't
big
lie.
crowds. He loves being on stage. It's all he's thinking about.
Yeah.
You love it. We love it. We love that we get to do it together. I just get giddy when I think about getting to do these dates together. I'm just super jacked. And
I can't wait. I'm
think-
super psyched.
It's going to be so fun.
It's going to be one of those things where we're going to have to slap Josh right before we go on stage.
Yeah. Did you know I started doing therapy called EMDR to start to get over stage fright.
You really did?
I'm doing it.
Dude,
Nice.
Rach loves EMDR stuff. She's got some thoughts. She wants to do it, has some ideas what she wants to do it around.
Yeah, I did it Thursday and he made me cry. I said, what are you doing? Stop.
I don't like
Did you go into like a faraway place when you EMDR'd it?
Just in my head. And that's far
Well,
away
yeah.
enough.
That's what I meant. Like, did you find yourself in another world?
I did, and it was scary, and I couldn't escape.
He's still there.
It's a little Eternal Sunshine-ish, right? EMDR?
Yeah.
Like it's getting in there with like your brain waves and things?
No, I mean they basically replicate REM, like REM sleep.
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess I don't know. I just followed a dot and then I started crying. So
It was that simple. There was no like ideas brought up or traumatic events. It was just
Followed a dot
looking
and
at a dot
started-
and crying. Usually it doesn't work like this. This is great.
Followed a dot, I started crying, and I forgot who Andy was. And that was the end of the session.
anyways, I'm gonna be very prepared for
It's
this
going to be
live event.
It's gonna be super fun, and it's I'm excited for today because this is a great coming together of what we love to do, well, what I love to do, and what I forced him to do. Before we jump into the movie, I want to ask you guys, because you've had a ton of podcasts. The Ninja Butterflies podcast is fantastic. You guys always are talking about the best stuff. I want to know who have you had on to talk about Bigfoot, or what is your best like Bigfoot kind of segment or story you've had on the podcast so far?
We've had quite a bit. We actually this week we had 2 guests on for separate episodes, and they both had insane Bigfoot stories. One, Tony Merkel, who that episode comes out next week, or whenever you guys release this. It comes out the
25th.
25th?
Yep.
26th.
26th.
No, that's September.
Yep. 25th.
29th.
29th. The 29th.
His Bigfoot story is crazy, where he actually is good friends with the guy who has the podcast Sasquatch Chronicles, and apparently it's the #1 Sasquatch podcast in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many Sasquatch podcasts there are out there, but his is #1.
There's at least one.
Yeah, But his story, he started the podcast because of this story, and it's a story like where him and his brother, they lived in Washington, and they went up to this like mountain, or this, they went down this like logging road to this like plateau kind of area,
Yeah.
and they heard like this growling that like vibrated the whole inside of the car, and they're like, what the heck is that? Long story short, there was like 4 Bigfoot people just coming out of the forest
Oh my gosh.
to do who knows what. But skip years and years to where maybe like a couple years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, Tony and a film crew went there to do documentary on this guy's story. And when they were there, they saw this RV there that had looked like it had just been abandoned. And like, that's weird. And so they like did the whole story. They wrapped up filming that day, came back a couple days later. The RV's still there. The dude's shoes were on the path. And like, what in the world? So they let the police know. The guy's been missing for who knows how long. And then when the police were out searching for him, they ended up finding 4 dead bodies in the woods.
What?
Yeah.
Lucky Dave.
Apparently, multiple people have talked about seeing Bigfoot creatures in this part of Washington.
This is DC.
Yeah, DC.
Right outside
Capitol
the
Hill.
mall. Hey, the Pacific Northwest, man. That's where we're going to get into that today. That's insane. though.
No. It's not Pacific Northwest. We're northeast, brother. We're in Maine today. We're talking about Maine big feet.
Oh, I'm on the wrong Portland.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. This is
on
Portland,
me.
Maine, my friend.
I
And
thought
I
you guys
know
did
this
res- I
because
thought you
I
did
looked the
research,
people
Anthony.
up. Ant doesn't do research.
I thought you came prepared.
I was in the other Portland. Dude, that is, and I always feel for these people that live that experience, because you're like, you have this thing and they're like, I was in the woods and 4 big-footed creatures emerged. And you know, as you're telling the story, that people are like, no, I don't believe you.
I
And
forgot
it's
there's
like,
one crazy part of these 4 big feet. They all look different, like different
Yeah.
sizes. But he said this is the craziest part. This one Bigfoot was on all 4s coming towards them, but wasn't moving its arms and legs, but was going across the ground using its fingertips.
what?
And no drugs were involved. Not a single one.
Is Sasquatch like
It's a
the
crab.
is
It is crap.
Sasquatch like the is that a term I'm trying to think of like where the vernacular of Sasquatch lives. Is
Yeah.
is it a kingdom phylum class order situation where Sasquatch is up there and the
I
skunk
think
ape and
it's.
the Bigfoot?
I actually think it's derogatory at this point. It's
That's
like
what I feel saying
It's like
it.
Eskimo. You can't.
Yeah.
It's Inuit. You have to say that.
Well, you did just say it.
I know. I'm saying in reference. Anthony says Sasquatch 35 times, man.
Hey, Tim, what are some other derogatory terms?
Well,
Rank them right now.
let me start with the G word.
Yeah, Sasquatch doesn't feel it feels unkind to say. That feels like a dig on
Mhm.
Bigfoot. And I just want to use Bigfoot positive language.
I get that. I feel
Big
like
fella.
Sasquatch is more like saying like Mister, you know? Bigfoot's like, hey, buddy. And the Sasquatch is like, sir. That's
Sasquatch?
what I think. Sasquatch?
It's more sophisticated.
Yeah.
All right. Well, today we brought up Bigfoot because we are reviewing a movie with our best friends, Josh and Andy from Ninjas or Butterflies. We're reviewing a Christian movie. This is the segment we call Christian Movies Are Funny. Josh and Andy were kind enough to give of some of their life to watch this movie ahead of time. And that's what we're going to discuss today. This is a very scientific process. On this podcast, we like to call consume and discuss. So all 4 of the people have consumed this movie, and we're coming here today to discuss. The movie is, you may have already guessed, it is the Christian film The Badge, The Bible, and Bigfoot.
Yeah, it
Love a
is.
good alliteration.
And I know that pacing-wise, you would think it would be and the Bigfoot, but it is not. It is The Badge, The Bible, and Bigfoot. That's what we're going to talk about today. Tim, is there anything production-wise, anything background-wise we need to know about this movie?
There's a little bit. I mean, like I feel like I need to have my own little caveat here. I know we do this, but like, guys, if anybody's out there watching this film because they want to like hear it picked apart or they think it's serious, like y'all, we picked this movie not to pick on them. This is otherwise low hanging fruit, and we want to punch up usually. So we're not here to like make fun of people because that could be a really easy thing to do right now, and that might happen. But that wasn't our intent, y'all.
No.
We there was a movie. It was called Bigfoot in the Bible, and it was a Christian movie. And we said, let's take this one on.
Yeah.
And then it turned into something a lot different than we thought it was going to be. So, or at least that I thought it was going to be.
I'm going to speak for yourself.
That's my little caveat.
Okay.
Yeah, you let me know when you're ready, because I got some about it. It was a 2019 film. YouTube says it was 2021, so we're already like a little bit. There's some discrepancies here we need to talk about. We got an hour 6 runtime, which is helpful on the YouTube, so you're not committing to too much here. But it was this was written and directed and starring Ashley Hayes Wright. You may remember her from such films as some of her stuff you've seen on Facebook, maybe. This stars David Owen Wright, her husband, as Chief Harrison, Ashley Hayes Wright as the mayor, Jaina Wright as Riley, Scout Wright as Savannah, and Cadence Wright as Cindy. You may have guessed this. They're all in the same family. It's a mom and dad and their 3 girls, all starring in this film.
What?
We'll call it.
Yeah, and I have to say, with all of that right, how can it be wrong?
Hey.
Pew,
pew, pew.
Thanks. I said that earlier, and Andy's like, "You gotta say that."
Just in the opening credits, I was like, wait, are all these people related? And then it just kept coming.
All of their is
Yeah.
Bigfoot a credited character?
No. Nope.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure David did all the roles, including the sheriff, but we can get into that.
We'll get into
yeah,
that.
pretty sure he did it all. Any spot that needed another actor, he just body doubled in, or they put a tree in there. I don't know.
The trees should have gotten a credit.
It took a pounding.
Did
So they
not
should.
say no trees were harmed in the making of this movie because I think several
they
trees lost their lives.
Butchered them. Yeah.
Do
Let me know when you're ready. Are you ready for the synopsis?
Yeah, give me a synopsis.
Technically, so I feel like for us, fair game is anything that's on IMDb. So if it's there, we can talk about it. IMDb synopsis, asterisk is everything is written without proper punctuation, as you may have guessed. In a small coastal town, Bigfoot is sighted and children go missing. The town's police chief is fired, leaving only the sheriff. When the sheriff goes missing, the town's only hope is Chief Harrison to battle the beast.
Yeah,
That's
Sums it up.
Yeah.
sounds about right.
And just like at the top notes, like for anybody who's considering watching it,
Yeah,
we have a note at the very beginning of the movie that says this film may not be suitable for younger viewers. Viewer
That's right.
discretion is advised.
Yeah.
Did the
Yeah, so-
MPAA weigh in on a rating for this?
I think they're busy. They're still rating it now for trying to hear some of the audio still.
Oh, well, yeah, that's fair. I was also struck. Usually in the Christian movies, we don't get a little thing like that, and I even thought to myself, man, this is the one I made Josh and Andy watch, and it's not even suitable for
No.
for
Not
most
for their-
of the audience.
Yeah, we watched it in the morning. It really was scary to watch first thing in the morning.
Well, thank you, Tim. That was fantastic. I want to say you did already cover this. The goal of this segment of the podcast, as always, is we don't know the people that made the Wright family. Seems like a great family. They seem like they have fun together and they're doing fun art projects, and we support that. This is nothing about them as people. But they did create a film and they put it out into the world to be consumed. we consumed it, and today we're going to discuss it. So just like all commentary heretofore to the end of the podcast is about this film. That's what we're discussing. The Wright family, they seem chill. I'm into them doing fun things in tearing up trees in the forest together. So right now, what I'm going to do is do like a little bit more of a thorough summary, Josh and Andy, if you'll track with me. What I do here is a lot of people have probably seen this movie already, but some people maybe have not. And so I like to do this to kind of catch everybody up. There will be spoilers from this point of the podcast on. So if you would like to watch the movie with no spoilers, the link is in the show notes. It's for free on YouTube. It's an hour and 6 minutes long, and you can watch it with no spoilers. I'll give you a moment to make that choice for yourself and for your loved ones, and just take some time and think about how you want to proceed. And I'll just give you a second. If you want to slip out and watch the movie, you can, and then you can come back. Or if you want to just stick around, you can after we give people a moment to make that choice.
The sheriff was Bigfoot the whole time.
Massive spoiler. Jeez.
Okay, we're back, and we've only spoiled a little. All right. Oh, yeah, it was a good start. Here we go. This is a little bit more in-depth summary. After this, you'll be able to participate in the conversation. This is with spoilers. Here we go. After a controversial city council meeting goes against him, disgraced former police chief Harrison is at the end of his rope. He spends his days and nights slathered in barbecue sauce at the Rib Shack, but nothing seems to ease the pain. Meanwhile, something sinister is lurking in the woods just outside of town. Bigfoot sightings have ramped up, and the townspeople have started disappearing. But the headless sheriff and the greedy fire department refuse to do anything about it. The mayor, Claire, has run out of allies in the city, so she turns to the only man who has her trust and her heart. Harrison. Together, Harrison and the mayor brave the woods, make out, fist fight Bigfoot, and save the girls. But it was all a dream, actually, and kind of a PSA about not watching scary movies. Unless maybe it helps with your war PTSD. But even in that case, probably just don't watch scary movies. All right, now you're up to date on the film.
Well said.
And we've consumed, we've caught everybody up. We're getting right through our checklist. This is great. I'll start with a question for everybody. What was something that was shocking to you about this film?
As an arborist, this was a terrifying film. Trees were mercilessly beaten and killed for the sake of entertainment, and I'm ticked off about it. No, I'm most shocked. I don't know how. I mean, I guess that now, like, we realize it was a dream, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
The sheriff is still out there.
The sheriff.
Right.
The sheriff is still missing. No one cares about this man who's literally been a civil servant. He served his community, and no one cares.
That's because he was Bigfoot the whole time.
Oh my God.
Apparently.
So the sheriff, for the listener, is the head of the sheriff is not shown the whole movie, either because they forgot to have him sign the release, or because he might have been
Dave.
played by Dave.
I know the sheriff gets another credit, but I think it was the voice. I feel like it was David's body, but somebody else's voice.
Yeah.
The voice was insane. I couldn't
loved
believe that voice.
Loved it.
And he was so sick of, the sheriff was so sick and tired of looking. Automatically, he's like immediately just gives up. Doesn't call for help, doesn't like get a search team. It's like, I ain't seeing nothing out of here.
I just don't understand. Like, so the police were disbanded because of the fire department, but there's still a sheriff that's still working. Who does the sheriff work for? Is he a fire department sheriff? Is that a thing? Is this like a county sheriff?
It was a county sheriff. I thought that was the implication, but the sentence that the police department was disbanded because of the fire department.
because of the fire department. So that was my most shocking thing. Like, we've decided to disband the police department because the town needs to allocate funds to the fire department because there have been more fires every winter than there is need for a police department.
They said
And then
3 times
they-
to offset the fires.
Yeah, the
offset
fires.
the fires. And I
Yeah.
thought to offset these fires could have been an alternate title to the movie. To offset these fires. We got to offset these fires.
Which
I
also
did-
sounded a lot like the mayor.
There,
Who
there was
apparently had his back, but he immediately turned it on him.
there was a lot of I was very curious that we weren't doing more to find out who was starting the fires. I think was like one of the things, but you know, in hindsight, it's always 2020.
Mm.
My most shocking thing was, frankly, it was just Harrison's refusal to swallow humble pie.
Mm.
I don't know why. It was just shocking to me. I think at some point in everybody's life you're going to swallow a little humble pie, and it's part of your growth and it's part of your progression. But I tell you, Harrison, and it was to his detriment, was not going to swallow humble pie under any circumstances.
He just chews it up and he spits it out.
Like he's doing a commercial for humble pie. He doesn't want to keep taking the bite. Josh, did
Yeah,
you have a
I love
shocking?
that.
Oh, go
I
ahead,
did
Andy.
love him just sitting down at the diner, just eating a burger.
At the rib shack.
And it told him like she's like, he's like, I'll meet you in an hour. It's like you're halfway done with that burger. What are you gonna do?
Just no pressing thing. Just like, yeah, make it. It'll be an hour. And then also in that conversation, he goes, I'll meet you at the dock. There is one dock in this town outside of Portland, Maine.
And she's
Josh,
like,
did you have something
when?
shocking?
It's shocking. I mean, he was incredibly sexist.
Mm-hmm.
The quote, yeah, because you kick like a girl. And I'm going to use you as bait. You're not allowed to pee in the forest, but I am. I don't know. I thought it was a little crude.
Yeah.
it's all character.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if he would have taken a bite of humble pie, maybe he could have been cured from some of those illnesses.
And honestly, she wrote the script.
She did.
So
Yeah.
in reality,
That's true.
I mean, a gender traitor in a weird way.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Give me a character you wanted to see less of.
That's a great. There was only 4 characters, so what are you gonna do? You're cutting out half the movie. For me, it was like it wasn't necessarily a character, but I could have done less with the like fades and cuts to like one person who ended up not saying anything at all, and then they cut to the other person,
Yeah.
and they didn't say anything, and then now we're in a different scene altogether, and there was like nothing happened. We could have
In a way,
easily
those
cut 20 minutes
transitions-
out of the movie.
Yeah, in a way, those transitions were a character.
They were.
Right.
It
Took
is.
on a life of their own.
It's rare to see a movie open with 2 consecutive and different montages, but they did it for this one.
They sure did.
I could have seen less of Harrison's biceps. They really tried to push it. I mean, he was
one
wearing a
was
long
big.
sleeve in the woods, but they were all the way pulled up. That was a long sleeve jacket. He had all the way pulled up just to show off his tattoo and his tricep bump. Also, him just working out, shirtless for one scene.
You had to. He was doing curls.
Yeah.
Josh,
The children.
tough.
Yeah.
Tough.
Wow, tough love.
It could have been more of a scarier story if the children if you saw less of them.
Like cut in half or something.
Yeah, something. I thought at one point Bigfoot was eating the child.
Yeah.
I went back and watched the scene you're talking about, and it looked like Bigfoot was.
Did they come out with 2 kids or 3 kids?
3.
came
Originally,
out-
there was 3.
The 3 went in, 1 got away, 2 got captured.
Okay.
in
Yeah.
the nest.
They were in
the
the
trust
nest.
tree.
Right.
The nest.
That they immediately after waking up in the woods, are like, we're in a nest. They just immediately realize, oh, this is a nest.
I mean, you know when you're in a nest.
Yeah, that's true.
If you've ever woken up and found yourself in this, you're like, I know where I am. Duh.
The one thing, there's a lot of different thoughts on Bigfoot. One thing everyone agrees on is it's probably a reptile, and it probably makes a nest.
Right.
The character I wanted to see less of was definitely the fire department. I just think I'm not convinced the fire department is not starting the fires that are the problem inside of the town.
Job
And then
security.
when Harrison has the big city council meeting ruling, there's like a big brand new fire engine that rolls right through the town. I was like, you guys suck. This fire department at this town is something evil's going on here.
Some corruption for sure.
Which is also funny because the fire truck said Eastport on it. And then the other signs that are out there say Eastport, and they're filming in Eastport, Maine. This is where these people live. Like, why did you even say it's in Portland? Why did you go that far? You're trying to, like, why make it even more of a stretch? Like, just do Eastport, Maine. Nobody knows where the heck that is anyway. Like, I had to look it up.
I think they just, they wanted to be the affiliation with Voodoo Donuts, the Trailblazers. Everybody wants a piece.
Well, I think you're on the wrong side. Once again.
Give me a character you wanted to see more of.
I said the sheriff. Really, just to see any of him would be fine. So, like, just
I agree.
any facial features. That was my more of.
Yeah.
I did see Harrison's beard when the sheriff was talking, so I knew it was Harrison.
Yeah.
But yeah, still, just like you could have added like some like maybe like disfigurement makeup or something. Like maybe he was like a previous firefighter and had like some burns or something. I don't know, but like, yeah, I mean, I feel like definitely, I agree with Tim. The sheriff, we needed to see more of it, but it was also like a cool little mystery how you don't show like like in horror movies they don't show the monster completely, and it's like add more mystery and intrigue.
Yeah. Josh, do you have one?
It would have to be the sheriff as well.
Okay, we had a clean sweep because I also said sheriff, and I thought it was. I don't know if this is where you're going, Andy. I kind of dug it actually. Like, I understand this was probably like a function of not having enough people, but not showing a character's face and giving him a bizarre. It almost felt like early Tarantino-ish a little bit, like a weird like it's bizarre, but it made me go like, oh, I'm into this. Like, this is. Give the character a crazy voice and only show him from the chin down. Like, that's fantastic. And
the voice was the best.
Yeah,
it was an amazing choice.
Silly voice.
I don't see the kids out here, so I'm just gonna head out.
It's RFK.
There are missing
Too
children.
much red 40.
Missing children in the woods. The guy's like, I mean, I went out there and I poked around. What do you want me to do?
What else can I do?
What else could possibly be
Your
done?
job, literally.
Well, he didn't want to disturb the nest because otherwise he gets the like wildlife management people on him.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe they do the Bigfoot nests like the turtle nests here in Florida, and they can kind of mark them off in the woods.
Right.
I can only
avoid
do
them.
so much.
All right, give me a low point in the movie for you. We'll start with you, Tim.
This is a little bit of a low point. Him describing saving a school from an active shooter situation, like pretty casually, and like
You even laughed
describing
at one point.
Right. Yeah. He's laughing very casually at like what he couldn't believe. He thought I had a full magazine and I was out of bullets, but I got the drop on him. And then his buddy, I just took his gun and you're like, no, this is kind of a pretty sensitive topic for like should be everyone. But you're pretty cool with talking about school shooters and how you just went in and like single-handedly like defeated these two people shooting up an elementary school or something. Like, what the heck? Why are we talking about it? You could have picked anything else besides that.
Also, the fact the only reason he doesn't wear his bulletproof vest is simply so he looked a little thinner. It's like, they don't think your priorities are completely straight, Mr. Harrison.
I don't want to tell you how to do your job, Harrison, but Maybe. Oh, did you have a low point, Andy?
The low point, I think, was the whole just like the scenario with the peeing and urinating in the woods. It's like it just seemed really out of left field and like unnecessary to the plot. I mean, I guess it's because that's why the shotgun was left, but it's like, but also
Right.
then he had a backup gun that he didn't mention before at all. Like he's like,
Backup
I
gun.
can use my bare hands, and it's like then he has a gun later. It's like, well, then you don't. Why'd you say that? You seem pretty sure of himself.
Oh my gosh. Josh, you have a low point?
I guess my low point is obviously they were switching filming with one another
Yeah.
for each
right.
part.
Yeah.
His wife had to have been in that Bigfoot suit when he was punching it,
At one point,
Or one of the kids.
or one of the children. Either way,
I think what they were doing was I think
my low point.
I think she took a break from her mayoral duties and then like set up a tripod with her iPhone. I think that was how, because half the time when she's in a shot, it's just cut off. You just see like the bottom of her face.
Yeah.
And then, she didn't go back and check the footage to see if she got the shot right. And if there was a real human being behind it, they would have said like, hey, your face is halfway cut off.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with his wife being in the Bigfoot suit.
also walking up to Bigfoot like this.
Like the Notre Dame Fighting Irish logo. I'll take care of this guy. Oh my
It's
gosh.
the man behind the gun.
Yeah, I want to say to Harrison's backstory, I was not really sure how, like, he was in the war for an extended period of time and then was maybe this SRO. Timelines were not clear with me and Harrison as far as what he had going on. But my low point was actually the soundtrack. Which I'm gonna go out on a limb and say was written, produced, and performed by a member of the Wright family. Which is fine. I co-signed that 100%. But there was the first song that felt like
Opening.
a little Team America World Police. It's so easy to get saved. It's so easy to get saved. Getting saved is easy. 'Cause it's so easy to get saved.
Getting saved costs $1.05. That's all it is.
Like, it just, the way we just were saying the same words was honestly like one of my only low points. Give me a high point for you, Tim. Start with you.
High point for me, and there actually were a couple, but it was all Claire and her like kind of dropping. I'm sure we'll talk about all of them. I'm sure these are high points for everyone. But like when she split the wood with the axe and then like dropped the mic and walked away, I was like, Claire, you got this. And she's like, I'm done. Peace out.
Did you notice she put a jacket on that cut?
No, there were. I didn't notice any discrepancies in any of the shots. So
Yeah, she had no jacket. Cut to her cutting wood, and she had it was supposed to be continuous, but she had a jacket on. It killed me.
no, I've got a couple more high points, but I'll let you guys talk because they're probably the same ones.
Go ahead, Andy.
I think the fist fight at the end was obviously a great climax to the film, but also wasn't expecting a twist. Straight at M. Night Shyamalan's playbook.
That's right.
Waking up from sleeping and then dreaming, and he's been married to the mayor the whole time. They have the 3 kids. I thought it was pretty incredible. I was not expecting a twist whatsoever, and so I was just happy with that.
Makes you wonder a little, did this happen in real life? Like, that was all like essentially a documentary of an afternoon at the Wright House where he fell asleep with like 8 pillows nestled in a nest of 10 pillows on the couch. He fell asleep and had a dream that he was hunting Bigfoot with his bare hands.
I don't think that's far off. I mean, I think it's as simple as that. And then the whole message is, to not watch intense or violent movies, which I looked up him on Facebook. He's produced like horror films since then.
Oh, really?
So it's like, like pretty intense, like, and it's like a lot of AI stuff too, like really dark stuff. And I'm like, so I mean, I don't know. It seems like a weird, convoluted message. I don't know.
I only found her on Facebook. I didn't see him too.
I looked her up on IMDb, and she has been in and produced, 30 plus films.
Wow.
And who are we to talk? We haven't done anything.
That's
That's
so
what I'm
true.
Just these stupid
listen.
podcasts.
Shouts out. I love that. It was, I agree with you though. Anytime you kind of elaborately do the thing, to then at the end say like, you shouldn't do that thing I just did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm going to make that movie was made with a sense for the horror genre. Like you knew the jump scares, like you knew what you were doing, and you went out and made an hour's worth of a whole movie to say you shouldn't watch movies like that.
And to shame you. To shame you for watching the movie that you just watched that they wrote and made.
That's right.
Is a crazy gaslighting. The premise is insane.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, a little bit of that Simpsons, the beginning of the Simpsons movie, when they're like, why would anybody watch a movie when the TV show comes out for free? Oh my gosh. Andy, did you have a high point? I'm sorry, Josh. Point. Josh, you did yours, Andy. Josh, did you have a high point?
My high point was definitely the mayor's fighting moves. They were actually insane. The one part where she grabbed the tree, swung around, kicked Bigfoot in the face, and then later, running full speed at him, slides under his legs, kicks out the back of his knee. Insane.
Yes.
Yeah, take out the MCL. That's so smart.
Oh,
yeah.
Sorry, Tim.
That's my hip. That's bad. That was 100% my other one. Like I could have just packed the fighting scene, all that little stuff together. But Claire swinging around the tree just to kick Bigfoot in the chest or in the face or whatever.
Yeah.
It didn't work because she's a girl.
Yeah. Well, she said, I don't know how that kick didn't hurt him. And I agree with her. But apparently she's a girl and girls can't kick.
It's a very logical question.
Also, the high point, too, was when he was fighting Bigfoot, it looked like an awful lot like at some shots he was just punching a tree.
Every frame. He was punching a tree. I was like, I don't even understand why they did that.
This is in between punching a tree and punching his wife.
I think they were trying to make it seem like because they didn't have a body double for the Bigfoot. So they're like, oh, let's put in a tree. They won't know the difference.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Or
they were kind of
just like literally just dodging like behind a tree. He's just hoping
I'm
he's
gonna punch through it.
Just wait.
The Bigfoot fighting was absolutely like the whole time you're playing this cat and mouse game, and I actually thought they did a pretty clever job. Like they're showing this, this Party City Bigfoot costume just in the corner of the frame enough. It's like, all right, you're getting away with it. And then at the end, man, they were like, no, we're full. She's jumped on his back with her arms around his head, being swung around. I was like, this is such a great payoff for this movie that there's a fist fight with Bigfoot at the end. Mm-hmm. Because I was concerned. Let me tell you why I loved it so much. I was concerned when they went on the rant about how Bigfoot is one of God's creations. I thought we were going to end with him looking at Bigfoot and giving Bigfoot like a stern talking to. I genuinely
at the end. It's so easy to be safe. Full circle.
Oh my gosh,
I also thought it was crazy. There's that time when he gets knocked out from like a boulder that gets thrown at him, and he's over and his hat's off, and then his wife the mayor is being choked against a tree.
Yeah,
and the next scene is him walking back to him with his hat on. So I love the idea that he got up, picked up his hat, put it on, and then started trying to go save the mayor. Because I was like, oh, come on.
Priorities, man.
Yeah, for real. You can't show that receding hairline.
Yeah, that's right. When you're bald, the sunburn up there is very painful. So you want to make sure
they're at higher elevation.
They're closer to the sun. My other high point that I think we haven't mentioned, and then if anybody else has one, feel free to jump in. I can't do enough of these. I kind of alluded to it. It was just the Bigfoot jump scares. I noted 2 jump scares that actually gave me the feeling of watching these type of movies where you're just kind of in the woods and it's all woods, and then there's a creature. So they got me twice. I want to shout them out. Two jump scares. There it is.
Oh.
What do you got, Tim?
No, I was gonna say it's not suitable for all viewers, man. They told us that. They gave us the warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the romance was getting a little. Yeah,
A little heavy.
Definitely
heavy.
priorities on that hike through the woods were all over the map.
Oh yeah.
Because at one point they're like, "We got to go. It's getting dark. We got to leave." And then they're back and they're just in the middle of the search again. And it's like,
And
I
then
thought you
they're-
guys were leaving.
Then they're taking a pee,
One more thing, grabs her and kisses her.
and we're making out.
At one point, they were just at a vista, kind of just chilling, like just chatting.
I want to say, the whole movie, if you think about it, you're like, oh, it doesn't really make sense in like some of the transitions and stuff. But it was his dream.
That's
And so
right.
for a dream,
That's right.
that would probably make sense.
That's
And the
a
fact that you
great
never saw
point.
the sheriff's face, it's probably because that was part of him.
Yeah. There's a lot of
Yeah,
psychological layers to this.
Holy cow!
Really, all the criticism that we've been making is not fair because it was all a dream.
was all a
it doesn't
dream.
have to make sense because it was all a dream.
That's right.
Characters don't need to like be seen, or the plot doesn't have to make sense because your dreams don't ever make sense.
Yeah. So
Right.
as soon as he
Look
woke
at
up,
us.
that's why
We're the
we both
fools
looked at
now.
each other and we're like, "Oh, that's why it didn't make sense."
That's why.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, that's why there was a bunch of 8-year-old girls talking about being invited to the dance.
Exactly.
It just because it was a dream. That's why they
Right.
were horrified of the woods and decided to play hide and go seek. Which is to me, when you're horrified in the woods, there's one game
Right.
you want to play. You
Well,
wanna
they
separate,
ran away.
They
They
ran
were-
deeper into the woods.
separate. You want to hide by yourself. There's a monster loose. It's just like priority 1. Okay, we need to get to the rating here. I think we covered most everything. I can't help but feel like there was a connection to Cindy's missing jacket and the sheriff and the money going to the fire department. I don't know if that was just me, but I felt like those things connected. That's one thing we didn't get into.
Oh, we also didn't get into the methamphetamines that they probably use.
That's
Could only guess how that.
That's
family
the
came
other
to be.
Portland you're thinking of. This one took place in Portland, Maine.
How else is he punching straight through a cedar?
Yeah. And apparently running all night.
It's like the mayor didn't have anything else to do. Like, she's the mayor. Nobody is addressing her as mayor. She's not done anything mayoral. She can barely talk to someone out loud without, like, just beyond a whisper. Like, how did you get elected, ma'am?
Good day, Mayor. He said that twice. That made me laugh
I
so
wrote
much.
that down. Good day, Mayor.
I said good day.
What's so funny in hindsight, too, because at that point in the film, we didn't know what his backstory was. And so she says, we know who you were. And in the context, I thought, oh, so he was like special ops. He's good at killing things. That's the implication. But then when you're like, no, he's a hero child saver. I'm not sure why you would, in Harrison's shoes, be like, I don't want to talk about that.
Because he
Don't
seems to
bring
like to
that
talk about
up.
himself.
He wasn't shy.
No.
He didn't like to talk about himself, and he liked to talk about how he didn't like to talk about himself quite a bit.
And here's
But let me
why.
explain why I don't want to talk about myself. With some more info about myself.
I wouldn't want you to
The sound
walk
effects
away.
during the school shooting story where it's just a police siren. There's just gunshots.
So brutal. Like, what? Honestly, that's the part they were probably like, this isn't suitable for everybody. It's going to be triggering.
I legit took my
randomly in the
headphones
middle.
off. Like, I took them off thinking there was, like, police around me. There's no way they're in the film right now. There's no way they're playing police sirens. No, they did. They sure did.
They did.
I did love the one special effect that we got when he was dazed and confused, and it was. I thought that was actually done pretty well.
They nailed that. Yeah.
They needed like the Vietnam like flashbang sound though, like the
Yeah.
like I feel like that would have literally made it perfect.
When Bigfoot's paw was on his and he chopped it off.
It felt Walker Texas Ranger-esque.
Peak cinema. Oh, yeah, very much so. Very much so. A great kind of Walker, Texas episode that lands on don't watch scary movies. All right. So let me this is kind of the reason people tune into this segment is they want to hear the rating. Guys, our system here, we give raised hands emojis out of the max you can give a film is 5. And here's where it gets confusing. In the raised hand emoji, there are 2 hands, but it only equals 1 raised hand emoji. So if you give it if you give it 5 raised hand emojis out of 5, that's what it means.
Got
All right, Tim, you want to start us off?
Yeah. Guys, this is the worst thing that's ever been made. And it's not close. Like,
Okay.
I'm dumber for having watched this. There's no question about that.
Right.
I love how Tim started off with we're not trying to make fun of anyone. We're not trying.
No, I'm not making fun of it. I am honestly saying this is the worst thing that's ever been produced. That being said, my rating for this segment, I give it a 2. It's worth a watch.
2.
Because we've seen more cringy things. Those are the ones I don't recommend at all. But this is worth. It's entertaining for if they could.
Yeah.
I would have happily had them cut 25 minutes out of it. But
Sure.
but yeah, worth a little watch with your friends. At a Bible study, after a Bible study. I don't know.
Yeah. Josh, Andy, what do you got?
I'm doing 4.
Yeah.
I thought it was solid. I could not look away.
Yep.
I thought it was hilarious. It surprised me, and you never knew where it was going to go. And I think the fact that it had some action in it too, because a lot of Christian movies, it's just a lot of drama.
That's right.
But the fact that you have a cool coastal city, loved the background, loved the landscape, and then you just had some action sequences with a twist. I mean, what can you not love? I give it 4.
Josh, what do you got?
I'll give it a 2 as well. A 2, yeah. I feel like the theology was a little off in some parts.
What was the prayer he said about something about his arms and then the finger on his the finger to pull or something? I can't remember what he said before he stormed the Bigfoot in the last scene. I can't remember what it was. Dang, I should wrote down.
You taught my arms for war.
And
The finger to pull or something like that.
the finger, the pull, the trigger.
His prayer, and God, I'm going to ask forgiveness now. Because if I find that beast with them girls, I'm going to kill it.
Yeah,
2 raised hand emojis. I wish I could give this 10 raised hands emojis. And I'm completely serious. Listeners of this segment of the podcast, this is not since Velocipaster have I walked away more buzzing about a movie. This is everything right about B movies. This is just a group of people throwing together a film, and they're fun to make, and they didn't take themselves too seriously. When you I tell you when they got me was when they full on committed to the fist fight with Bigfoot. If you'd have stopped short of that, I would have said it was a miss. But to me, there was a level of self-awareness that I laughed out loud a lot in this movie. I was jump scared twice. I was shamed for the way I lead my house. What more are you looking for in cinema? If that's not the beginning of the Regal Cinemas intro, this is why we go to movies, is to experience those things. My take on this was 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. This is what it's about. Is movies
also,
like this.
The fact that it was a whole family all involved in this thing.
Yes.
That was it. Made it a wholesome, different level. Where if it was an actual a try-hard Christian production company that just put out a real B movie, I mean, that'd be whatever. But
that's what I'm
saying. Adds
saying.
another level to it.
That is true.
These people are obsessed with Bigfoot. You can tell. There's a genuineness to this storytelling. When they wrote on a whiteboard city council agenda for the day, I'm obsessed, and I'm just so genuinely obsessed with this movie, and was pumped to get on here and tell everybody to go watch it because I had the best time and I love
Also-
B movies.
Who wrote that? Bigfoot? The handwriting wasn't great. It was the
I think
main
it was one of the
plot in the
kids.
movie.
I think one of the kids had a job to do, and they
We find out Bigfoot's
Watched
been
it.
like temp working in the town and now they have like a work short. You killed Bigfoot? He was
You know
doing
they
the
have
notes.
2 more Bigfoot films.
Oh yeah, I saw one.
Stop.
Bigfoot
What?
Blood on the Farm, and then Bigfoot Grip of the Monsters. But they also have, which I really want to see, Fighting Chupacabra in Cartel in Mexico.
Oh my goodness. We need to make this a series. Every time it has to be by the same family every time we come back.
Guys, the Chupacabra one's a must.
The cartel? I want to know. You know there's going to be some questionable accents done by the right family. You know there is.
I can't wait to see a big sombrero blocking a character's face.
I cannot find
It's
them
gonna be-
anywhere.
it's gonna be
Whoa.
like Christ, the churro, and the chupacabra.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, I loved this movie so much.
It was a blast.
Like, actually, I was beaming, giddy. I'm like, I want to watch this. I'm like, I think I'm going to see if Rach will watch this with me because I loved this movie so much.
Big time. We need to get shirts made.
Like these ones?
Oh yeah, I kind of like those ones. A little bit cooler though, more Bible
like
badge and Bigfoot
Bi-
themed.
The Bible, the badge, and Bigfoot. Guys, thanks for coming on the podcast today.
Thanks for having us, man.
Of course.
It was some fun homework. I literally came into work today, and the first thing we did in the office is I turned around this big chair and we just sat and watched this movie, and it was great.
Hey, Josh and Andy are obviously from Ninjas or Butterflies. I'm sure a lot of people already know that. But if you haven't checked out Ninjas or Butterflies merch, let me tell you a real story. Tim likes to make comments because I am 5 days out of 7 in a Ninjas or Butterflies shirt. And it's because
I think it's upwards of that.
it's because it is the best kind of merch. It's the most comfy stuff. It looks sick. It's so great. So check out all the Ninjas or Butterfly stuff. If for some reason you are not aware of what they're doing yet, is there anything else we should say from you guys, Josh, Andy? Anything you want to share with the Bible is Funny family?
Support the right family,
With the right family.
not the wrong one. No, that's it.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
All right, Tim. Any last words for the people?
No.
He seems defeated.
I'm just so dumb now from having watched that movie. That's where I'm at.
The good news is I think your Chick-fil-A order is ready, so you can go in and grab it.
The special sauce, thank you.
Oh, Bible was Funny family. Thanks for following along. Send us your Christian movie suggestions at The Bible is Funny, and I will make Tim watch them. Lot of well wishers when you were having surgery, Tim. They came in with some good suggestions. We're gonna have to start working through them after we check in on the
guys.
we check in on the Chupacabra as well. But we love you so much. We'll be back here with another podcast episode very soon. Bye.
We love
Thanks,
you.
Josh and Andy.
Go to
Bye, guys.
FloridaTorta.com.
FloridaTorta.com. Go get your tickets.
Get a ticket.